Hello, welcome back to Father-of-Two Plays Pillars of Eternity Blind. Last time we wandered around these ruins some, and down here we ran into the Skulder King. We weren't able to defeat him, but we were able to find some books and read them and defeat some other Skulders, so I think we're doing well. We might want to... Oh, we set off a trap over here that was not good for anybody. I think that we're going to leave here. If we run into anything tougher, and wait for a third party member. We don't want to touch that, do we? Do we want to touch that? I don't know. I guess I'll check my journal here. Buried secrets. A mother's plea. The smith's shipment. Against the grain and late for dinner. Okay. Buried secrets. Lord Redrick has decided to rededicate Gilded Vale's abandoned Ethosian temple to a new deity. The entrance to the temple has been cleared, allowing entry for the first time in many years. Okay. This door is locked. What is with that? Mechanics, lockpick.
I'll see it done.
Lock difficulty 10. Halcyon. Okay, so I need like 10 mechanics. 3 bells hang from the stone protrusions that run along this wall. Years of dust and grime coat the metal. There's one large bell at the center, flanked by 2 smaller ones. I know that we weren't supposed to ring the large bell. It was supposed to be rang second, or maybe third, but not first. The bells appear to be fully intact. They are made of thick iron and look very heavy. There doesn't appear to be much out of the ordinary about them. Left? The bell tolls a high piercing note of startling power. The tone echoes merrily through the halls until it seems that a dozen chirping notes ring through the temple. Okay, let's do the middle. You heave at the bell, and as it swings back in the other direction, the clapper strikes a low, powerful note against the heavy iron. You feel the ringing in your chest as the sound moves through the ruined halls in a rolling tide. And now let's do the right one. The bell sounds a strange, warbling peal that grows to a painful shrillness before it diminishes to a mournful chime. Ring the... Okay. Silence it. You reach out to hold the clapper still. Around you, the echoes diminish. Now, what did we learn about... I remember reading, and I can't remember if it was in a journal. Let's check our inventory. That's not it. Not customs. Book of Verses. Wanderer. Weep not for the child of light. This doesn't look like the one. Okay. What else do we have? Monsters of the Deadfire Archipelago, that definitely wasn't it. So it might have been one of these things just on the ground or whatever, on the desk here maybe even. Let's check it out. Vermin, no, that's not the one. There was somewhere where I heard about not ringing the second bell first. I'm certain of that. To his grace, I write to implore... Okay, that's not the one. Coated in a thick layer of grime and dust. Now, somewhere around here there was camping supplies, I thought, as well. I thought that was a like, secret door when I was on this side of it. Now I see, clearly, it's a bell with 2 other bells on either side. We'll just keep checking these, make sure... I guess it would be blue if we left anything behind, so maybe I'm wrong. Oh yeah, nope, there's camping supplies there, I would bet. So... I'm thinking that Skulder King needs at least one more party member on this difficulty. Red-brown smears flake away. Is it in here? No, that's just a... Yeah, that's just a statue. Okay. I'm certain... Oh, maybe it's on here. I'm certain I read something about that. And it's been a little bit since I played, and I forget exactly what it was that I read. Let's read this. No, not there either. Intriguing. Well, let's go get those camping supplies anyway, and then we'll head to the inn, I believe. We have at least one friend there. And this would be the camping supplies here, I would bet. Yep. I wonder if we can upgrade our ability to carry camping supplies. That would be nice. I have a feeling we have to get through that door to help this man with what he wanted. So, there was like 4? Maybe 4 Skulders, or 3? And the Skulder King, so it's not an easy fight. We just don't have enough party members, I don't think. Or I don't have enough skill yet at commanding my troops. So it's the next day. We slept the night down in that ruin. And we have a few people that need our help. Just random villagers. Oh, what do we have here? The windows are clouded with the haze of accumulated smoke and cooking grease. Oh, okay. Well, let's head in. Heavier armor grants more protection, but extends recovery for its wearers. What's recovery? Perhaps I should look into that quickly. Journal. Encyclopedia. Equipment, locations, lore, tips, combat mechanics. Recovery. Recovery is the amount of time that a character spends between actions. Longer actions result in proportionally longer recovery. Armor also has a large effect on recovery. Generally, heavier armors inflict longer recovery penalties. Okay, good to know. The floorboards are sticky with spills that no one has bothered to clean. I see. What do we have here? Orland server. Gathwen. Sweynur. Oh, they're the guys we need to talk to. Sweynur, I think. Drunk. This is nice that I could just look around here. Storm, Brightblade, and Selna Vertivo. They're going to have backstories for us to read. Anything else in here? I mean, there's lots in here, but anyone else, I mean. Some kind of brown slop is congealing in these dishes. It smells burnt. Tenfrith. That name... Oh, that's the man we saved, is it not? And that's his employer, Pasca. Should we go talk to him? What is that? Some type of creature head, no doubt. Let's just see what that says. Spoons hang by the fire, coated in brownish gunk. Gross.
Greetings.
Doesn't matter who talks. I'd rather use my main character if it does. Hello, and welcome to the innkeeper looks up. Oh, it's you. Tenfrith told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. Consider yourself a favorite of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tenfrith said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's already back to work in the kitchen, she laughs. Ha! So what would you like? I'd like a room. I could use some reliable help. Oh yeah, we do need some reliable help. I'd like to know more about the Black Hound. Could I see what you have for sale? Let's find out more about the Black Hound. Really? Well, let me see. The actual building's been here for years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. We got a lot of new faces in here, too. Fewer than we used to, I'll admit. Oh, cool. I love that. I love getting experience just for being inquisitive like I am. Tenfrith's the big draw. I'm sure we'll get the big crowds back again in no time. Because he's a good cook, I suppose. That's why those bandits stole him and kept him alive. I used to work the tables, actually, until the old owner up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him. Even left his poor hound behind. That's the name, see? The Black Hound? It's still sitting upstairs, pining after him, poor old girl. Perhaps we could find out what happened to that man. A mystery is afoot. Place ended up in my hands somehow, she laughs. Ha! My very own inn. A lot of hard work involved, but it's been worth it so far. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much in the way of a good meal, she sighs, unless you're fond of cold porridge. I thought Tenfrith was whipping us up something. Let's ask about reliable help. Oh. Well, I wouldn't say I could speak from experience, but we do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you want to hire someone, I'd be happy to send them your way. Let me see what I have to work with. A level 1 adventurer? Recruit adventurers. What does that mean? Inns allow characters to rest without using camping supplies. Cheap rooms are usually available, but if you have copper to spend, you may consider the more expensive options. The bonuses they provide last a long time and affect the entire party. Oh, cool. The store, okay, so they sell camping supplies, that's always good to know. And food, I don't know what food is necessarily, instant effects. For a short period of time you get bonuses. Okay. We could probably sell some stuff. I think we have this one already. Summons 3 spell missiles that batter the target, inflicting crush damage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Do we need to sell anything necessarily, though? I don't think so. Level 3 ranger. Level 3 wizard. So what's this? Retrain. Oh, okay. Party management. So we can have 6. No companions available to hire. From the party management screen, you can see what your allies are up to when they aren't in the party. If you assign them to adventures, you can see how long it will take for them to complete their assignment. Recalling a companion or adventurer from a mission before it's completed will forfeit all of the potential reward for that assignment. Oh, cool. We get to send our guys out and stuff? That's pretty awesome. Well, what's the difference here? Like, why is one 250 and one's 500? Is that the quality of the person? Should we sell some stuff? Just to try and get the better companion? Maybe we shall. Let's check our actual inventory here. We'll sell some of this stuff. Well, maybe we want to keep some of that stuff, just in case. We'll sell that. These aren't really worth much, just this gold rot chew. I don't want to sell the books right away, so maybe I don't really have much to sell. Oh. But I'm not going to get up to the 500 I need, am I? I'm at 350, so I need 150? No, perhaps I can. We'll sell the garnet. I may need them in the future, but we'll sell those. Adra, no, we'll keep that. Agate, yeah, okay, let's sell 2 of those. Maybe the garnet, maybe I should hang on to that. 85, 170, I'm torn. Let's sell those, because I think we'll find more of those guys. And what else do we have? What are these? Vessel flesh. Maybe we'll hang on to that. That doesn't seem like something we'll find all the time. Spear spider leg. Ooh, okay, we could sell a couple of those, I think. We'll hang on to one. Didn't we grab a bunch of... Yeah, scolder ears. Let's sell some of those. So yeah, maybe we'll take this back. And anything else I want to sell? I don't think so. I think we're actually good. Now, let's hire a level 2 adventurer. Oh, that's why it's derp. That's why it's 500. Well, let's see what happens. What's going on? Is it crashing? What's happening? Oh, okay. I thought a crash was happening, so I get to make another character. Hello. Well, maybe I will make somebody female. And Let's pick a race. I guess I'll somewhat model it after my wife. Elf? I think elf. Oh, that's cute. No, I'm gonna go with elf. And... okay, we got two different kinds of elves here. Wood elves. Skelter folk? Trace their beginnings far north of present-day Edir, and have migrated south throughout the forests of the continent, now covering it all the way south across the equator. They are also believed to have migrated across the sea to Air Glenfath. While physiologically identical to one another, wood elves from Edir are culturally different for those in Air Glenfath and consider themselves wholly different groups. Distant advantage. Against any enemy that is more than 4 meters away, wood elves gain bonuses to accuracy, deflection, and reflex. So, I want a bit of a warrior woman. So, let's see what the Pale Elves are. It is unclear exactly how long ago the Pale Elves, Glamfelin, came to the southern polar regions of the world, but they have lived there for at least 12,000 years based on the continuous contact with Aumau traders. They appear to be among the most stationary ethnic groups in the whole world, or known world, migrating within the polar region but seldom venturing far north. They are rare in all northern lands, and most people consider them exotic, if they have seen one at all. Yeah, she's quite pretty, actually. Elemental endurance. All Pale Elves have increased burn and freeze damage reductions. Yes, please. Now, let's pick a class. Oh, that's cool. Chanter. We want a frontline type fighter, I think. Maybe a paladin? Cypher. I don't know if I read all of this before. Directly contact... oh yeah, I think I did. So I won't bother reading it out again. Just needed a drink there. Reading is a parching task. Endurance plus 36, very low. Low, okay, so this is per level stuff. So that's not really a frontline type. Let's take a look here. Very low, low, deflection high. Okay, fighters. Let's take a quick look. Average, endurance per level, high endurance, very high accuracy, very high deflection. So maybe we'll go with a fighter. Barbarian, let's take a quick look at that. Very high endurance per level. Then average accuracy, and their deflection is low. Okay, and they use 2 weapons, it looks like. A monk. Average, very high, very high. Maybe we'll make her a monk. That seems cool. Paladin, let's take a look at that. That's also cool. 42, average, endurance high, average, very high. I do kind of like the idea of a paladin. A priest. Priests are not very good fighters. We have a ranger. Rogues are cool, but we have a mage. So, I think, for me, it's between monk and paladin. When monks have no weapons equipped, their unarmed attacks are exceptionally powerful. As monks are damaged, their pain generates wounds. Wounds can be used to power many of the monk's special abilities. Very torn here. Paladins have an inherent bonus to all of their defenses. Over the course of the game, the value of this bonus may shift on the reputations the paladin gains relative to behaviors that are preferred by his or her order. Okay, I think we're gonna go monk. We're gonna go warrior monk woman. Next. Swift Strike or Torment's Reach. This is our first ability. The monk's hands become a frenzied blur of attacks, increasing their attack rate for a brief period. Requires 1 wound. Instant. 25% attack speed for 10 seconds. Okay. Torment's Reach. This ability exploits the shared bonds of universal suffering between all beings. The initial target is hit with a powerful blow that does additional crush damage. Enemies in a cone behind the target suffer crush damage and have their might reduced. Might represents a character's physical and spiritual strength. Okay. Requires 1 wound. Effects. So it's a cone attack. Swift Strikes or AoE? This one sounds cooler. I think I'm going to go with Swift Strikes. Now, Might, Constitution, Dexterity. So we'll definitely up our... Oh, that's... I don't know why I did that last time, too. We will up our Constitution significantly. And we will up our Might quite significantly. And our Dexterity. Now, let's rethink this a little. Let's go Dexterity and Constitution. Perception, Intellect, Resolve. Those can all stay, I think. Resolve... Will and deflection defenses. Yeah, I think we're good like that. Culture, Edir, Deadfire Archipelago, Ixmatal Plains, Old Valia, Rautau, or Rautai, the Living Lands, the White That Wends. Well, we came from the Living Lands. Perhaps she could come from there too. Although we could go by what robes or armor we like the most. Oh, and it gives it a bonus to something, so let's look. Dexterity, perhaps? Constitution? Might? Perception. Well, we're either going to go Constitution or Dexterity. So, I kind of like the look of that, but I think we're going to go with that one. Background: aristocrat, explorer, laborer, merchant, slave, drifter, hunter, mercenary, raider. Okay, well, let me have a drink here. You've lived your life amongst the nobility. Your days have been marked by lavish meals and extravagant parties. Your conversations peppered with talk of pedigree and bloodlines. Upped lore. Explorer, you find the Siren Call of the Horizon. Okay, so these are all the same, so I've read these before. Let's just look at the stats then, shall we? Lore, survival. Athletics, survival. Ooh, that might be the one. Athletics. Athletics, mechanics. Stealth, athletics. Athletics, lore. Stealth, survival. Okay, so I think we're going slave. You've never known freedom. Shackles and chains have bound your existence. And someone has told you what to do your entire life. Alright, now time for a color picking. So this is her armor. I like white for a monk. Maybe white and off-white. Maybe... Maybe a red or a burgundy? A purple? Yeah, let's go with, like, purple clothes. Okay, skin. Let's go through the range and see what looks best. I kind of like this, like, greenish one here. And hair. Oh, that's cool. Blue hair is cool. White is also cool. Yeah, I like how it looked to start. Head. Only 3 heads. I like that one. It has piercing eyes. So, now hair. Get a good side profile here. Oh, that was cool. Like Elf Goku. Okay. I kind of like the mohawk. That looks cool, too. That looks monkey. Monkey. Like a monk would have. Let's continue. Ooh. That's a nice one. I also like that one. It's very similar to the other one I like. Okay, I think I know what one we'll go with, though. It's the long braid in the back. Yeah, with the bald. Yeah. Let's do that. Picture. Now we got... Oh, is that the one? I mean, that's pretty close. Oh. Oh, that's not pleasant looking. Anything else? Or anyone else that looks similar? No, we're now down into men, so back the other way. I wonder if I could get more pictures. I'm sure I could. Alright, we're past elves by far. And we're on the last one. Okay, so let's head back this way, and there is one that looks fairly close, or close enough. Either the hooded one or this one, but we're gonna go with this one. So are we done? Oh no, we're not done. Next. Voice.
Yes?
I shall lead us. Let's go!
They won't see me coming.
I'm here. Follow me.
Well, that's not a good assessment of that
They'll
one.
never know I'm here.
Just say the word. I'll lead the way.
Okay.
Let's go.
Keeping quiet.
I'm here. I'm flattered. Bring them down.
A blade in the dark.
I've got this. Let's go.
Time to see and not be seen.
I shall lead us.
The better part of valor.
Okay, we're going with feisty.
I've got this.
I like feisty. Okay, enter name. Mara. And should she have a last name? I don't know. Like, I guess if I'm gonna make her like my wife, we will have rescued her. And this is my wife in this universe. Okay, that seems good to me. Feisty female. Cool looking. What did we make her? A monk? Cool looking monk from the deserts or the tundras. Who lived as a slave, so she might have never actually seen her homelands. Cool. So now we have another party member.
Yeah.
And these are her wounds, I assume. Let's move her forward.
Yeah.
And level her up. Okay, so we're already into athletics. Let's go a little deeper in there. She can be for climbing and such. Actually, maybe only I can do that. I don't know. Oh well, we'll go with athletics. For now. Next. Now, there's so many of these skills. I feel like probably these ones are useful for all classes, depending how you're building them, and then like the offensive, defensive, utility, but I feel like these are probably the most important ones. Secrets of Rhyme. Increases freeze damage and damage reduction. Allows healing of a modest amount of health on the user. Wound binding. Field triage. Allows the healing of a small amount of health on an ally. Health is long term. That's pretty good. Could she be a bit of a medic for us? 1 per rest. That seems interesting. Let's look at some of these. Lesser wounds lowers the monk's wound threshold, allowing him or her to gain wounds at a faster rate. -2 wound threshold. That seems like it would be good. Use our powers more often. Lightning strikes energizes the monk's swift strikes, causing anyone hit by the attack to take additional shock damage. We have swift strikes, so that's pretty cool. Mortification of the soul. The monk immediately inflicts enough raw damage on himself or herself to gain a wound. Okay, this seems better than this. But I guess in the right situation that could be helpful. Acolyte's Radiance. Nuanced faith in the gods has allowed this character to unleash a wave of spiritual energy similar to a priest's holy radiance. Grants Acolyte's Radiance, speed, fast, 1 per rest. Friendly AoE, 10.6 endurance, base 10. Okay. Foe AoE, they burn, we heal, and only vessels. Frightened, okay. So that's kind of cool. Sneak attack, Aspirant's Mark. I don't think we need sneak attack, so we won't bother reading that now. The character has attuned themselves to the natural world like a druid is able to focus its power on an enemy with the effects of the Nature's Mark spell. Grants Aspirant's Mark. Okay. Enigma's Charm. What does Aspirant's Mark do? I mean, I know I read it. Okay, 2 per rest. Fast. Area of effect. Deflection and reflex. Okay. That's pretty good. But I don't think that's what we need right now. I'm thinking about going with that very top. And I think we looked through a lot of these before. Veterans Recovery. By adopting the strict discipline of a fighter, yeah, so some of these grant, like, class skills from other classes, and some of them are skills for your class. So, I think we're going to go with lesser wounds. Lightning strikes is quite tempting, too. And done. Cool. Where is she? She just standing next to us now, or where is she? Oh, yeah. I didn't see her. Where's my wolf, then? Oh, mouse went off the screen there. Come on. Come on. What is happening? Oh, I didn't mean to do fast mode. Something wrong with my pointer here. It won't let me go over this way. Maybe I can use this instead. Okay, there we go. That's not our wolf. Oh, our wolf is here, and our mage is there. I see.
Well?
Are we not the head of the party, or does the head of the party
I've
go
got
over
this.
here? And then I would talk.
Welcome.
No, the closest person is doing it. We'll leave for right now, and we'll switch the party back the way we had it. She has quite a bit of life, that's cool.
As you wish.
Well, before we end the episode, let's talk to our friend Tenforth here, since we were in the kitchen already. Ah, it's you, my savior! He makes a sweeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around you. It's so good to be back. Do not think I will let this go unrewarded. I have decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets, my dearest recipe. After this, you will eat nothing else. The party has gained a recipe, savory pie. A savory pie to keep you hale and hearty. May it serve you well in your travels. Cool, thank you. I don't know how to make that, per se, but I do appreciate the gesture.
Well?
And we're gonna go talk to this man over here. Sweynur. I wanted to say Swineherd. Yeah, and he's the only one to talk to. I think we can learn some stuff from them about their souls. So the closest person seems to go to talk. I don't know who you are and don't much care. Keep walking. We're not here to chat with foreigners. Aloth narrows his eyes. Careful. Looks like they're cut from the same cloth as those rowdies who attacked me. He wrinkles his nose. Smells like it, too. Trumbull says you've been threatening his family. Or, I saw you outside of the mill. What was that about? Let's go with this. We don't want to create more of a fight between them. Well, someone fancies themselves a meddler, eh? What's that about? It's about Trumbull thinking he's king of the town, on account he's got the mill to his name. The dwarf's jowls quiver with rage. It's about time. It's about him barely giving us anything for the wheat we bring him, and then cutting our purses when we need to buy grain. It's about farmers going hungry while some bastard gets rich off the crops. That's what this is fucking about. Now shove off! Trumbull says you've been threatening his family. Maybe I could go talk to him for you. What are you doing in here, then? Or, what if I buy you all around? Will you talk to me then? Let's do that. Sweynur considers it, briefly. He looks to the others. Fair enough. You bring us something to wet our throats, and might be I'll feel up to trading words. Okay. So, what do we get him to wet his throat? Just some beer? Do we not have anything on us?
Well met, friend.
Hair off, rabbit. I haven't anything else to say. Okay, well, we'll go see if we could purchase
Greetings.
anything from her. We already hired help. I'd like to buy... Oh, there we go. I'd like to buy a round for the fine fellows over there. Fine fellows? You're having me on. Any more fighting, and I'll have to ban Sweynur from the inn entirely, the innkeeper frowns. Until then, it's 6 copper pieces for the lot. Give 6 copper pieces? Can we skip the payment? It's for a good No, we'll give her the money. Right then, here, 3 drinks for 3 fools. I thought that said folks. Just take care with them. They're a hot-tempered bunch. Okay. Now we can speak to him.
Good day, stranger.
I've brought drinks. Hey, so you have. By the flame, I never thought I'd be so happy for the mug of the Blackhound shit beer. So we lost our beer. Gods, that's good. Alright then, you've got my attention. What is it you've got to say that's worth a round of drinks? Attack! You're a drunken menace, and I'm putting you down. No, we're not doing that. Look, there's no sense in threatening the miller. You have him up against a wall. Maybe you could just ask some of the other villagers for help. Maybe you could tell me more about what's going on. Well, let's ask his side of it. It's like I said, the miller's in charge of the grain prices. He says they're fair, but I know for a fact that the folks like Offra pay half what we do, the dwarf sighs. Maybe we've been a bit rough with them, but what are we supposed to do? We can't keep paying. We're gonna starve, and do you think Trouble's gonna be sorry about it when we do? Look, there's no sense threatening the miller. You have him up against the wall. Okay, we read that one already. You could ask some of the other villagers for help. I guess I could go talk to him for you. Maybe I could go talk to Trumbull for you. Ha! You think you get through to him when we haven't? The man's thick as a peat bog. I hear he's got his soul read. Found his kin used to grow sawnreed trees for their Edarin lords, up until they figured out their side was losing. Explains why his knees still ache to bend to whatever lord or lady crosses the road. He'll be holed up in that mill for days, the coward. The dwarf eyes you consideringly. But here, if you want to give it a shot, then good luck. We'll owe you one if you manage it. Well, I mean, I want to come to a peaceful solution here, so I will go talk to him. We'll go stand near these folks, and perhaps next time we'll go down into that temple and speak with the miller. Anyway, until next time, if you enjoyed it, please leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. This is FatherofTwo, signing off.